Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. I got some more time here. I ran out of time on the last video. I didn't get to show you the shoes. This was the shoe I was going to show you. This is another one that Janet got me. The Joker. It's got ha 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 all the way around. These are really cool. She's been finding these online for me. I collect them and I wear them when I get a chance. They're pretty cool. She cleans them up if they're dirty. The shoestring on the other one is broken, so we got to try to find another one of those to put it in there. But these are fun, huh? You can see the purple inside. She's got a pair that fit her for I wear size 14. She wears size 5, so she's got a pair for her. We'll wear them one day, maybe going to a convention or something. But that's very cool, huh? All right, that's that. Okay, now we'll show you the more comic books. I went to Half Price Books yesterday after work, and I wanted to get some more stuff because I'm trying to get back to doing the videos and everything. I kept my stuff in order a little bit better, so I'm just sitting there going to get my head together so I can get this all put together and do some videos for you guys because I miss doing this. This is fun. Okay, I got some other. I'm going to show you some of my artwork too if I can fit it in at the end. But I found this at Half Price Books. This is another. I got the one cover with Dr. Light on it for Alex Ross, but this is the other one. It's got Black Knight and Quicksilver. I'm gonna get some more light on me, but that's Alex Ross cover. You can connect them together. Let me see if I can get this light working a little better. Turn it. I seen online where you can get. They tell you what certain lights you can get from Amazon or something. They're like circle lights. You can maybe put it so it'll be light and everything. But if you do it wrong, it just doesn't light up real well. So, but that should be better. Well, here we go with Batman number 295. Very cool. I went through the one of the other Half Price Books, and they put out a whole bunch of new stuff, and I'm like, wow, I didn't see this. So I picked up a bunch of stuff. It's a City of Bane tie-in, Batman Secret Files. Some of these aren't really worth a lot, but some of them are just cool to have, like for stories and stuff. This one, I think I paid a little bit too much for it, and I got to make sure that I check the comic before I buy it. And it's just because I checked the back of it, it's got like dents and scratches all over it. I'm like, so, but this is Carnage Mind Bomb number 1. The cover wasn't bad, but the back of it's all black, but it's scuffed and it's got a bend in it. I'm like, oh man, I should have checked the cover next time if it costs a little bit more before I buy it. But no problem. I got another one. I love these. I buy these because I'm gonna start doing some more artwork. I said it before, but I'm gonna get myself back into it because I got a friend who has this different stories. I've been working with his son on his comic book characters for years, and he's coming out with a book and he wants me to do some artwork for it. So I'm trying to get back into that. I'm gonna do like turnarounds from like the Marvel books I showed you, Essential Marvel books with the 3. You show the front, the side, and the back of the character. I'm gonna try to do that with. I did it with his characters. I do it with my characters, and I'm gonna try the new characters that he came up with. This kid, he's a young man. He's in his 20s, but he comes up with some awesome stuff, and you're like, wow. And him and his dad are working on a story right now, and I read it so far. It's going to be very good. So I want to be a part of that. But here we go with this crossover blank cover. So I got a stack under my drawing board over here. So I'm gonna put this over here and I'm gonna get my camera set up and start doing some drawings and everything. I've been talking about it for years and I need to get back to doing that. But okay, here we go. Detective Comics number 449. And there was a guy there. He came in there with his son, and I went on one side, and then they came in maybe 15 minutes later, and they went on the other side, and they were looking through stuff, and they found a bunch of different stuff. They put it all back, and then they asked me, hey, do you want to look at these? I'm like, yeah, I'll take them. And I looked at them. Some of them were like, wow, I'm taking these. These are nice. But this is one of them. Detective Comics. Now, this was Detective Comics number 451. Very nice. And here's Detective Comics Batman number 509. Catman's in there, causing trouble. These are cool covers. I like these. They're Heroes Return Collector's Item Edition, first stuff of Fantastic Four with the big glowing 4 in there. They got one with Thor with the hammer, and Spider-Man with like a Spider-Man face, and I think there might be another one. If I'm trying to remember which character it is, but I know it's got 3 of them, and I've been collecting them when I see them. Here's the last Fantastic Four story. This is pretty nice artwork, John Romita Jr. Nice glossy cover. And I try to collect his covers too, Michael Turner, because I like Brent Anderson, Michael Turner, Alex Ross, and a few other artists, Ed McGuinness. If I see their covers or something, I try to pick them up. But this is Flash number 209. He didn't do the artwork inside, but it's just beautiful artwork coming out on the cover. And this is Green Arrow number 1. Nice. Then I found there was a bunch of Green Lanterns there. I'm like, wow, Green Lantern number 159. I've been flipping through them all, and I want to read these. These are really nice. I like the older stuff. This is 160. They had like a run of them. 160. And this was cool. It's got the Mega Man in it. This is 161. Very cool. And then here's 162. I flipped through this one. It said he lost power in his ring, and he had to shoot out into space because his power lantern was outside. I'm thinking, I don't know if he would have made it, because I think he might have just been really low. If I just flipped through and looked at him, and I read a few lines, it was like he's really low in power in his ring. That's why he survived out in space. But I'm thinking, I don't think he would have made it. But he pushed himself out, got to the ring just in time while he was holding his breath, and powered up his ring and saved the day. But that's 162. I want to read more into it so I can see exactly what happened. And here's number 163. Here's 164. I've noticed, just like even now, Green Lantern really has some nice covers. Here's 172. Was that one? Yeah, here's 172. And 173. Now we got Green Lantern and Green Arrow. There was a few of these there. This is number 94. Really nice. Here's number 96. And number 98. And here's 101. I think I got a few more, yeah. There's 101. And here's 102. Nice. Then I found some Justice League of America, number 126. Really cool. The old covers are cool. I like that badge on there, 135. Right here, the badge, I like that. Really cool. And then this one I wanted to buy for a while. And I said, nah, I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. Justice League Endless Winter. And they marked it down like a bunch. So I said, I'll pick it up now. Here's number Endless Winter number 1. I would try to pick up number 1 so I could read the story. But really nice artwork on the cover. Here's number 2. Just a second. I just want to put some more light on the subject. Might be a little glare. I'm going to see if I can get some different lighting or something like that. Now my head's all shiny. Marvel Legacy, the 1960s handbook. This is all the stuff with all the characters in it and their stats and stuff like that. This is a reprint. This is number 1, or not a reprint, but like a newer version. I think it was when it came out, 2016 or something like that, if I remember correctly. But very cool. Might have been later. Let me check it real quick. Because when I saw it, I said I like books like this because it has all the stats and stuff in there. 2006, yeah. It's got like the stats of them in there, different from Acrobat. The pictures in there, from Acrobat to Zota on the back there. Very cool. Okay, I'll put it back in the bag. Because these, one thing you got to be very careful. You open up the backs of these, and the sticky part will stick on a comic book if you set it down and you're not careful. And that's got a glossy cover. I just did it, so it was easier to take it off. But if it would have been like a more paper cover, you had to be very careful because you had to pull it off real slow, or you'll rip the color off the paper. Now this is cool. This is Red Sonja #1. I always try to get these because I like Linzer's artwork. David Linzer. Is it David? Yeah, Linzer artwork. Very cool. He draws really cool women. And this was the DC Universe one. I love these. I got a whole, like a short box of them. I've been finding them. This is Superman, the Man of Steel, #28. The DC Universe one. He looks very angry. Here's Shade the Changing Man, #1. Cool. I never really looked at this character, so I'm going to try to read these too. That's Steve Ditko artwork, I think. And here's #2. Very cool. Then I've been trying to get the whole collection of by Gerard Way of Thunderbolts. I got them sitting over there. I got 3 through like 24, and I was missing #14 and #1 and #2. And I think I just recently picked up #3. I had it on one of my videos, and I was going to buy them off of mycomicshop.com or go online and buy them and put them in my cart. And I'm like, just wait. And I went to Bethel Road or my Half Price Books just yesterday and found them all except for 2. I was like, wow. So I got #1 of Thunderbolts. So I'm like, cool. I needed these. This is #2 because I got them all so far. And this was the one that I was missing 14. And then I got 27. I don't have 25 or 26. Here's 28. The artwork's not great in them, but I like the story. I like to get a complete story like this because I want to read this and see what it's doing. Here's 29. Here's 30. The covers are great. Here's 31. And the final one, it says here, final issue #32. I was like, cool. When I flipped on, I said, are you serious? They're all here? I flipped, oh, please have #2 and #1 because I need those. Boom, they're right there. I'm like, great. So it's fun to do when you go there and you find that stuff. And here's #1 of annual Wonder Woman. George Perez, Art Adams, stuff like the artwork. And George did the cover. Very cool. And see here, I got another blank cover, #1 of X-Men. Gonna do some artwork with that. Put that over there. And here's X-Men versus Hulk. It's a one-shot, #1. That's very cool. And then there's one of the last book I had. This I thought was cool. I went back to the markdown section and they had this. The unofficial Harry Potter words search. I was like, are you serious? I'm like, very cool. So it's all word searches. So if you love to do word searches, it's very cool. It's all full of word searches. They're all named. The 3 broomsticks. This is Weasley's professions and stuff. All words, and then they got the answers in the back. I'm like, that is cool. So I picked it up. I'm not sure how many pages is this, because you see how thick this is. And it's just like all of them. Wow. So that's cool. But now I'm going to show you my artwork from, because I talked to somebody on the channel or somebody on the last video that I had, and they commented. They said they'd like to see some of the amalgam characters that I did. So I'm going to show you some of those. This was the comic book, and I forgot who won the book, but this is the book I got printed up in, showing my artwork, Altered Image #3. So if you see these, everything, I got my artwork in the back of them. So, but it talks about it up in the front here, that I got artwork in it, and then in the back, it shows the pictures that I drew. This one here, the Midnight Watchman. I combined Midnighter and the Night Watchman, and I came up with this character. I'll show you. I got him here. And I didn't color it before, because I was knocking out a whole bunch of them. I didn't get a chance to color it before I sent it in, but I got it colored now. And this is old. This is from 1999. And I colored it. Let me see, when did I do it? I started drawing it in March of '98. And I colored it fully in February of '99. and I think I did the background. I said is in uh, September of '99. It's like wow. So, but that's the color version of it. I had some of these in frames, and I got them. I got my portfolios full of artwork, but I need to put them back in and everything. But I took them out just for this. But here's the other one: Mighty Samaritan and Winged Mage. Those two there, and here's Mighty Samaritan. I colored him here. He's Mighty Samaritan. I see I got Astro City background back there with doves and everything. So that's him. And here's Winged Mage. I didn't do much of a background with him, but combined Mage and Winged Victory from Astro City and Mage from Dark Horse Comics. But that's that. And here's another picture of Winged Mage that I did. I thought this was very cool. I spent a lot of time on this one. But I'm thinking about putting my artwork online. I'm going to start having prizes with my artwork if I draw them on big pages like that, or put them on comic book backing boards and give away comic books with my artwork on the back. Because like I said, I'm trying to get myself back into it and force myself to draw more, because I haven't drawn in a while. So I want to do that more. And some of these I'm going to put online on our eBay store, on Coveted Comics, our eBay store. I'm going to put some of these online and either matte and frame them and sell them, or put them in hard backing boards or something like that, and to get it sent to you, or put it in I don't know if I want to roll it in a tube, we'll see, but to get them sent out to sell. Because like I said, I've had them for years, and just like to make a little money off of them and have somebody enjoy the artwork. And here's another one this one didn't get put in the book, but this is Darkness and the Confessor. I combined those two and did this. So I thought this was very cool. I loved the background. I spent a lot of time on it, and I combined. I thought that was a cool combination of characters. What do you think? But very cool. And then I did Ripclaw and Warblade. And I didn't get a chance to color this one, but I started to color it, his face. I call him Warclaw, and he looks cool. But hopefully I can get more done eventually. Put the city in the background and everything. I just like to have fun with them. And this was wow, these are old. Zealot and Fairchild. I put these two together. Got the boots on them. Well, I did those. I didn't color this one. Hopefully I can get them colored one day. And this was Brass and Backlash. And I called him Brass Lash. This was from the Image Comics Smoosh contest, and that altered image. I did a whole bunch. I just knocked out a whole bunch of different ones, and I sent them all in, but they only used a few of them. But here's Brass Lash. I colored him. He's brass, but he's like Backlash is black and white, and I made him that way. But you can see just the detail. Brass is a very detailed character, the guy who did the artwork. Here's one. This was Thor and Shazam, Captain Marvel. Did this one back in 2005. Wow. It's Captain Marvel. I gave him the black hair and everything. I don't know, sometimes some of the combinations are cooler than other ones. Like I'll make him red. I got the big plates that Thor has on his chest, everything, and I'll make him red and have the yellow boots and the black here, and have red and the yellow sash combination with the hammer and everything. But I thought that was cool. I could make him look more like Thor too if I wanted to make another version of him and make him look more Thor type character. And this one, I forgot I did this, but that cover that I showed you with the combination of Spider-Man and Daredevil, I did one myself back in 2006. This is Spider-Devil. I put the horns on the head and everything, and I put the SD on his chest. And he's got the batons. I gave him little Daredevil boots. But he's going to be red and blue as well, like the character on the book. And he shoots the webbing out of, just like Daredevil does, out of the staff or the baton. But that's that. And then this one I did, I got it in the previews, and I'm trying to remember, this was back in 1998. I did this one. When Alex Ross came out with Earth X, and I did a contest. Previews used to have an art contest, the previews gallery, and I sent in artwork to him, and I can't remember what book it is. I tore the page out of the book, and I didn't keep the book, but I did the Avengers with the Iron Avengers, and there, right? Where am I at? Right here. But it said, show it. Gary Smith shows his skills with pencils, inks, and colors with a striking picture of choice Marvel heroes that appear in the latest maxi series, Earth X. Gary, start sending those resumes out now. But that's that. You can't really see it there, but I'll show you the actual picture. There it is, 11 by 17. All these characters, I guess they got killed somehow or something in that Earth X series, so they made robotic versions of them. And I didn't do Giant Man, but there's Vision back there in the background, and Thor somehow got changed into a female. So that's when Loki, I guess, tricked. He's always doing it. He tricked Odin into punishing Thor or something like that to teach him humility or something like that, and he changed him to a female. But he's a pretty tough character though, so I drew him as that, as the way the characters were in the book. And there's Captain America. He's older, Steve Rogers. He's got the A, like from wearing that mask all the time. He's got the A in his head. Everything. If you see the books and everything, you'll see how Alex did them. But that's that. But other than that, that's all I have right now. I'll show you some more later. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of my artwork, and if you have any ideas for me to show you some more of my stuff, because I got pinups, I got all my stuff. I pulled it all out here, and I got stuff from comic books that I created years ago called Kingdom Knights, and I have my Firefighter Kyle and his Dalmatian Rabbit. I made that for my son when I worked at the fire station years ago. I made a firefighter character of him and his parents. Like he's always getting in the mischief, just like Dennis the Menace and Calvin and Hobbes, because I love Calvin and Hobbes and Dennis the Menace. So I put them together and created my own character. And he has his villain that he always fights again is I named him Hotspot, but then DC came out with a character named that, and I had to change it. So I named him Fireball, and got it trademarked and everything, and copywritten. Well, not trademarked, but copywritten and everything. So I'll have to show you that sometime too. I think I might have showed you years ago. If you check through my channel, you can punch in some of the stuff for my channel. Go through my list of videos that I have where I show my art room and I show some of my artwork. So you'll see some of the stuff I've done. But give me some ideas of what you want me to do for the artwork stuff, and I'll get working on it. And I'll be posting some more videos soon. But let me know what you think. You guys have a great day. And thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting all the time and everything like that and being patient. But I will get more stuff on. I'm trying to get together because I got so much stuff. I'm going to try to knock out a video more often. But you guys have a great day, and Collector Dude is out.